Hey guys.
Hola.
Welcome to another installment episode or video of The Adventures of Fox and Miles.
Yes.
So we wanted to give it an update to a video that we did earlier.
This year?
It might have been this year.
Yeah,
but it was earlier. It was before we actually got on the road.
Yeah. There was a controversial video we put up. It was called RVing While Black, or like Our Fears,
or something like that.
Something like that, about being black and RVing.
Yeah.
And to my surprise, there was a lot of reactions to that video.
Yeah.
Whether they be positive or negative.
Yeah.
You know, it was just a very popular video that we posted.
Yeah.
And I was wondering why it was popular. I guess maybe the climate.
I guess.
Maybe, but again, like, okay, B. No. Sorry, y'all. There's a B near. Okay. No! Anyway. So there was a lot of we posted a video about RVing while being black and our fears about being black and RVing.
Yeah.
And while we got a lot of oh yeah, me too, I'm afraid of that too.
Yeah.
Or we got a lot of I haven't seen black people RVing.
Yeah.
So I didn't even know that we were doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And these are from black people themselves who express concerns. Who wants to try it but didn't see a bunch of people, again, like I said, having it, which is why we want to do our vlog too, to bring more visibility to black people specifically out here in the outdoors, out here RVing, and hopefully encouraging other people to maybe encourage a lifestyle that's different than the one that they're currently living. Not saying that everybody has to RV, but to try different things.
It's not for everybody.
Yeah.
At all.
So that video, surprisingly, also got a lot of negative responses to it, which was interesting to me because it was our experience and our fear. Yeah. But people took that personally, and I'm like, why are you upset? Yeah. That this is our experience. Yeah. I don't understand. And that's the thing. Every black person does not have the same experience aside from what people think. Yeah. And that's fine. Yeah. If you haven't encountered any racism or classism or sexism or whatever isms, that's wonderful. Ageism, whatever, that's great. There shouldn't be that, right? Yeah. But the truth of the matter is that these are people's experiences every single day. Yeah. Right? Mm-hmm. So even if it's not blatant, there's still some undertones of racism and sexism. Definitely. Please, we're not going to sit here and pretend that this stuff doesn't exist. Yeah. And I also understand the fact, some people said that talking about it might kind of inflame it, I guess, a little bit. Right. Some people believe by not talking about stuff, it makes it go away. And that's not true. That's not true. I feel like my concerns were valid as well as his. Yeah. We continue to see black men being killed for no reason. Yeah. Yeah. No reason at all. Yeah. Black women being there was a video, was it this year in Arizona? Was it Arizona? There this black woman was carrying a baby. Apparently her daughter had shoplifted a doll. Yeah. And so they're telling
the daughter, who was a child.
A child, a child, not 7. Yeah. We're talking maybe a toddler. Yeah. Stole a doll from a dollar store, and the cop was pointing a gun at her face like an animal, telling her to put her baby down on the hot concrete on the ground. This is the reality of where we live today. This is the reality of the climate of the world. I'm sorry if people were offended, but I'm not going to apologize for my fears and my experiences. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I was gonna say, and sure, of course, everybody has exceptions. Yeah. And their personal experiences, like you were saying, your perspectives and stuff like that.
And that's wonderful.
Yeah, and that's great. Yeah. And of course, I will say, for us, we haven't experienced any blatant.
We wanted to give an update.
Yeah. We haven't experienced any blatant or anything to dramatic. Yeah. In regards to racism or any mistreatment or anything like that. Of course. Yes.
There's always some stuff.
There's always some stuff. Yes, we can admit that, we go places and we know we're being looked at. Yeah.
Looked at crazy. Yeah. Especially the demographic, right? That's something to consider. We're in New Mexico. Yeah. And, I'm like, oh, there are brown people there too. Oh, snap. Yeah. But then we quickly realized that, oh, we're still the lesser brown people. Yeah. Does that make sense? Yeah. I'm feeling that literally walking down the mall, having people stare at me in my face
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had Bantu knots in or whatever. Maybe that was it, but
No, you didn't. You had that.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, your hair was just out. That was recent.
True. Well, yeah, so my hair was out. So I don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, but again, like, it's it's not new. Like,
it's not new.
It's not new for, you know, people of color.
Yeah.
I'll say that, you know, it's trying to keep it PC or whatever.
Yeah.
It's not new. And it's, again, everybody's experience is different.
Yeah.
And of course, people's experience is based off of what they actually experience.
Yeah.
Like, personally.
Yeah.
And then also what they hear.
Yeah.
From the news and media and stuff like that. That also has an impact.
That's sensationalized.
Yeah. Yeah, like, so for example, I have family that was impacted by the El Paso shootings, like, because we have family down there.
Yeah.
And so that happened while we were on the road.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, we have parents that care about us and stuff like that. They're going to ask. They're going to be concerned. I know my mom's going to be concerned every day that we're on the road because of the reality of stuff that's happening in our country and in our culture. And yes, if that's not you, you know,
Perfect.
That's great. If you're not part of those who are committing these crimes or committing these atrocities against fellow men and fellow women, awesome. Yeah. Praise God for those things.
Absolutely.
But the reality is that there are people who don't feel the same way that you do, who don't.
And that's okay.
Yeah, and that's their prerogative and that's their choice. But the reality is that impacts the way that people of color, black people, brown people, whatever, the way they feel about being in this culture. Yeah. It's just what it is. It's all over the world like that. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, it's just a fact of life, guys.
And some people thought we were, like, trying to fearmonger.
Yeah,
like,
we're not.
No, like, this Fox and Miles' opinion. Again, I have a friend who never experienced any racism ever. Yeah. Like, she lived this nice life, and that's how it's supposed to be, right? Yeah. For me, I've experienced racism, whether it's someone, like, following me in a store. Right. Like, I know you're following me. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or looking, or if I go out the house, this is a whole other conversation. Yeah. Go out the house with a bonnet on. When I'm at home, I don't have to think about that. Yeah. I'm fine. When I'm out everywhere else, everybody's like, when is she? Yeah. Like, I just haven't done my hair yet. Like, these, and even though that's not blatant racism, it's still a level of, whether it be curiosity, it's still a level of, like, shaming or classifying someone based on how they look, based on how they carry themselves. It's really interesting to me because my mother taught me, like, we were talking about code switching, right? My mother taught me how to code switch without her even saying, oh, this is what code switching is. Right. So if you don't know what code switching is, it's basically...
what's that movie? Sorry to Bother You.
Sorry to Bother You.
Sorry to Bother You.
That's a perfect example.
Yes. Yeah. A whole idea and really culture behind code switching. Yeah.
You might be a person who judges somebody based on how they speak or how they talk. Yeah. Or when I was growing up, people told me that I sounded white, right? Yeah. So the idea is I don't sound black. Right. So, I mean, whatever, it's fine. Kids are kids, they'll say stupid stuff. Yep. But, like, at the end of the day, we all know what it is, but we didn't have a name for it. So, like, there was a moment, my mom will be talking to me, then she'll answer the phone, hi, this is the whatever residence, like the very professional sounding voice. Yeah. The fact that people have to do that shows you that classism still is a thing, that, like, even within the black community, that's a whole other discussion. But within the black community, it's like, oh, I don't want to be that black, but I want to be, you know, no. It's taken me.
Yeah, it's in lots of communities.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure it's
black,
in every community.
White, brown.
Yeah, yeah.
It's definitely, like, I'm not white, but I know it's there because I've heard white people talk about other white people. Yeah. Like, it's a thing. Like,
and it's really sad.
It is.
And
it's sad.
The reason why we talked about it was not to invoke fear, because why would we go RVing if we were like, oh my God, I'm so afraid.
Definitely afraid of stuff. Yeah.
What? But the truth of the matter is that there are things in place that have set back black people in America. Yeah. And those things have not been resolved. Right. They have not been, don't want to say that word, but, like, they haven't made good with what they've done bad to people, whether that be black people or native people, like, people in general, right? Like, talking about
the only thing that's coming to mind is reparations.
Reparations. That's what I was looking for.
I was like,
reparations. Like, when you think about it, and I'm not about to give y'all a lesson and research it yourself, but the fact of the matter is people were in bondage. Black people were in bondage for 400 years, right? Yeah. 400 plus years, to be honest. If you consider Jim Crow, if you consider all the setbacks that Black people had to face. I'm speaking Black people because I'm a Black person. Yeah. And I want to speak specifically to that problem, right? Because I don't know everybody else's experience. Right. I'm a Black woman. Yeah. So 400 years of slavery, while white people could build wealth, could build a home, could create wealth for themselves. Yeah. We could not. So we're already behind 400 years. Yeah. So then you have redlining and stuff like that. Yeah. Again, it's a whole other thing. You got white communities where their houses are valued higher than in Black communities. Sure. So if I sell my house, it's not going to be as much as my white counterpart. Yeah. We have the same job, I get paid less. It's just consistent things that have happened to Black people. And it's really surprising to me that people were so jarred by what we were saying, right? And this video is not to come for anybody or to make people feel bad about themselves or to cause any other conflict. Somebody else, and I'm gonna say this too, mostly to the comments, I was like, I respect your opinion, but I just disagree. I don't agree. That's just not my experience. If that's yours, wonderful. Yeah. But for me, that's not. Somebody also said that he was a conservative, that he was a conservative Christian white man, and that our video was offensive to him. One, our video wasn't really targeted to you. It wasn't about your experience. I don't know what it's like to be a man. I don't know what it's like to be a white man. Right. You know what I'm saying? Also, Miles and I we are Christian. Yeah. That has nothing to do with our political views. Yeah. Where in the Bible is Jesus ever talking about a political party? Yeah. I think it's really, I'm sorry for ruffling feathers. Yeah, no, it's I'm sorry, but conservative, liberal, I don't really care. I don't care. And even within the Christian perspective, there are more conservative views and more liberal views, right? Yep. I don't concern myself with any of that. I don't. I feel like, what does the Bible say, right? Yeah. The end. The end. The end. I don't have nothing to talk about, really. Yeah. But for someone to make it seem like I'm less Christian because I expressed my experience as a Black woman in America is insulting to me. Yeah. It's insulting to me. I should just be quiet and keep my experiences to myself because I'm a Christian woman. Yeah. Or somehow if I was liberal, right? Yeah. Again, I don't consider, whatever. Yeah. I don't consider, even though people say I'm not political, you really are, but I don't classify myself, listen. Yeah. I'm a Christian Black woman. Mm-hmm. And so for you to say that somehow, even if I had liberal views, that I'm less Christian than you, that's also insulting and judgmental of you. Yeah. When people talk about their experiences and I can't relate, guess what? I don't say nothing because I can't relate. Yeah. It's not my experience. I can empathize with them. I can say, oh, I'm sorry that happened to you. Yeah. But it's not my place to invalidate your feelings because it's not my experience. Yeah. Sorry, I just got really...
No, it's okay. Woo! That's okay.
But the video we posted, again, it's amazing. Internet culture. Oh, yeah. People say really rude and disgusting things that they would never say to my face. Yeah. Because they don't know me. You don't know me. You don't know enough about me to judge me based on a video on YouTube. Yeah, yeah. What? Yeah. It's what? Yeah. It's my personal thoughts. It's my personal experiences. Sorry, baby.
No, you're fine.
But that's just, I don't like nobody coming for him either. You're not about to, what? Because he said in Trump's America. Well, guess what, y'all? Trump is president. Yeah. I mean, is it different than somebody saying Obama's America? Yeah. I don't understand. Facts are facts. He's the president. You know what I'm saying? And
then the fact.
And it was said in a funny way. It wasn't
I'm saying it because
Trump is the reason why.
Yeah, no, I was saying it also because it's a current colloquialism. Yeah. Other people say
y'all know what we talking about.
Yeah, it's a current euphemism used the same way that people felt about Obama. Yeah. Or about Bush. Yeah. Or about Clinton. Yeah. Or anything else. We can go back to Reaganomics. It's a lot of things. It's just
we didn't make that up.
Yeah, it is what it is. And so I mean, it's gonna happen. We understand, one, that as we're posting and sharing with you guys, one, it's our choice. Mm-hmm. Our choice to open the door to let you into our experience. Yeah. And we also know that if we put anything on the internet, we are making ourselves, I guess, vulnerable or acceptable.
I don't have a problem with being vulnerable.
Right, yeah, to comments and things like that. And everybody has their rights to their opinions.
Absolutely.
So all we're doing is sharing
But be
our
respectful.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm all up for engaging in healthy debates. Yeah. I'm for that. I'm a conversationalist. I like conversations. Yeah. But like what I'm not gonna stand for is you disrespecting me or my family or my views because you don't agree or you don't understand or you can't relate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like to me that's something totally different.
Yeah.
So I don't know, I just kind of want to do a response video to that video, like just kind of following up, because I feel like new people are finding that video all the time, right? Yeah. And that's one of our most popular videos, which is interesting to me, and I think it's because it's a
it makes sense to me.
It's a hot topic, right? Race is always sexy, but like we weren't saying that to be sensationalist, nor were we saying that to be fear mongering.
Yeah, we're just being honest.
Yeah, like
because again, if we're continue to be very factual about it. RV culture is, and probably has been for a long time, predominantly white. It's just a reality.
Yeah.
You think about the costs, the expenses, the opportunities, and things like that.
Much what I talked about before.
Yeah, it just hasn't been the case, and
it's seen as like a luxury thing.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, for a lot of people.
It is. It really is.
But for us, it's like, this is our home.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But not, people usually have a home and RV.
Right,
so.
right. Yeah, and then, so it's a whole different culture that as we are embarking into it, we understand that, hey, this is not the norm.
Yeah.
It really isn't,
There's less people that look like us everywhere we go.
Right. And, not only in regards to skin color like that, but we also consideration of age.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people who do RV are retired or retiring or whatever. They're older, they're more established, and we're doing something. Yeah, which makes sense. Because this stuff costs money. So like we understand, and so all we were doing is expressing legitimate concerns and legitimate thoughts about something. It's no different than anything else that has happened any other time, from people of color or people who aren't necessarily in the majority,
like disenfranchised
or just
or marginalized,
right, or you're just not even in the quote unquote privileged position. So like that's just what it is. And so again,
and people are triggered by that word privilege. It in no way means that your life has been roses, right?
Oh yeah.
What it means though is that you were, by just looking at you, were afforded opportunities that many people may not have been.
Yeah.
You don't have to go outside thinking about the color of your skin. You don't have to think about these things when you're applying for a job or how your name looks on paper or things like that, right? But for other people, they do, like us. So like, I mean, in a perfect world, there'd be no racism, there'd be no sexism, classism, ageism, none of that. Like, none of that. It would just be, but we're not in a perfect world, y'all. Y'all see on the news every day, it's not. So I think our fears were justified. I'm not, this isn't a video to be like, oh, this is why we, no, like, no matter what y'all said in those comments, we still believe what we believe. Again, we're open for healthy dialogue. What I will say about, since we've been RVing, we've met, thank God, nothing but loving people, really generous people, like even when our tires blew out, random people helped us on the street, stuff like that. So it's been a great experience, but you also, I feel like, and maybe black people, maybe y'all can understand what I'm saying when I say this. I'm specifically, and again, for my white brothers and sisters, or Asian or Native or whatever brothers and sisters, like, it's no diss to y'all, but like, at home, because it's majority black, if somebody's rude to me, I know that they're rude because they're rude. As opposed to if I'm going somewhere else, I'm like, are they rude because they're rude, or are they rude because I look like this? You know what I'm saying? And it might sound silly to you, right? That could sound silly, but it's a real thing that we face every single day. You know what I mean? Being overlooked for things, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, being like, oh, you can't, whatever. Being in the DMV area is a very privileged place for us to be, because there are more people who look like us, whether they're like from the Latinx experience or black, or even like the white people there. They mad cool, right? So like, it's a very privileged place to be. Not saying that racism doesn't exist in the DMV area, because that's a lie. You could see that in the housing. But anyway, at home, it's less likely that someone's being rude to you because of the color of your skin. It's usually because they're rude. But out here, I have to second guess that. So I hope that in the future, you all can hear other people's opinions and hopefully be a lot more kind or kinder
Yeah.
when it comes to other people's experiences, even when you can't relate or you disagree.
Yeah.
Maybe be kinder in your delivery and your words. Because I wasn't offended. I'm not hurt. But a lot of other people might be. You know what I'm saying? On the internet, people can be very rude, very slimy, very grimy, and judge people up like that.
Yeah.
For one video, which is so silly. It's so childish.
Yeah.
And we should be more open to having open dialogue with one another. It's just a maturity thing to me.
Yeah. I'll just close out the video with an experience. So we had to get something on the RV fixed, right? And so again, there is, like I mentioned earlier, there's certain things in culture and in media that influence all of us. And you would be a liar, and I'm willing to say that you would be a liar to not assume that media and culture influences the way that you look at the world. Yeah. Whether that's what you see or whatever. Yeah. What if that doesn't matter? Whatever your music you listen to, the places you go to eat, or even the news outlets that you watch. We're all influenced. We're all influenced by the media, by marketing, by everything. Everything you watch on YouTube, everything you see on social media. Everybody is influenced by something, right? And so there are certain symbolisms and behaviors or whatever that have certain connotations to it. You know, very obvious one sometimes. If I was dark skinned, if I was darker skinned, like some of my other, brothers, you would have an assumption. Yeah. You know, regardless, it's just true. Whether it's bigger, if I was bigger, if I was anything, it's a fact of life. It's a reality. You've been influenced by it, and so. For me, I had an experience when we were getting something fixed. Yeah. There was a guy, it was a white guy, who happened to be wearing a belt buckle with a Confederate flag on it. All right, so you can do as much you can do as much research as you want. But again, we were in the South. Yeah. The South is
deep South.
Deep South.
Yeah.
Deep enough.
Texas. I don't know how much.
We were in Texas. Yeah, we were in Texas. And so, again, as a black man, the Confederate flag represents something to me and to my wife. Yeah. And probably to all of black people and other people of color. Yeah. So, yes, if I see that, it's going to trigger something in my mind. Yeah. Oh, what does this mean? Yeah. How is this going to impact this reaction? How is me interacting with this person going to impact how he interacts with the next person that looks like me? All of that stuff comes up. Yeah. I will say the interaction went cool. Yeah. And went fine. It was great. The guy was nice. I'm sure if, we're into that thing, we could probably go get a drink or something like that. I don't know, whatever. But it was really nice. We worked the things out. Yeah. But because of symbolism, because of other things that have happened in history and in reality, stuff like that is going to trigger. Yeah. So the same thing if saying this is Trump's America. Yeah. Other things that are associated with it because of what I've seen, what I've experienced, what I've heard other people experience, some of the rhetoric that is used, that's going to have an influence. Mm-hmm. Same thing, people who are against Obama. The same thing. Like all it is you're being influenced, but it's somebody's telling you something or you're hearing rhetoric and it's making you think of something, it's triggering something. Yeah. But that doesn't mean that every experience is going to be like that. Yeah. And so all we were doing, again, to wrap it all up, and of course, yes, we want the most courteous kind of conversation, and
we're up for convo.
Yeah, up for convo and things like that. There's a comment section there. It's not disabled, so we definitely want to,
no, it's not disabled.
It's not disabled, and hopefully we won't have to get to a place where we have to disable our comments because people do that. It's a real thing.
Because people are bullies.
Yeah, because people are not very constructive.
It's so sad.
Yeah, not very constructive. But the point is, from that little story and that experience is like, I could have thought all of the worst things. Yep. I could have been like, I don't know, I don't want your help. I don't want anything I don't want anything to do with you or whatever. That guy could have interacted with me in a particular way. Yeah. Because of whatever his prerogative was. Mm-hmm. But there is room for exceptions. There is room for going against stereotypes or things like that.
Or even your gut.
Your gut feelings because of the influences that we all experience every day. If you have a phone, if you have a TV, if you have a radio, you interact with people, if you go anywhere, you're being influenced. Yeah. It's true. Yeah. There's there's grace. I'll say that there's grace and there's mercy for people to be different. And so all we were doing is expressing because of our experiences, because of
and the fears of our family, our friends,
right, exactly,
all that.
That's why we
and
have
people
concerns.
who are in the comments who are like, I'm afraid of that too.
Right. So yeah, ultimately, again, there's grace and mercy out there, and yes, because we are human beings, because we are people, and because we are influenced by, we have minds, we have emotions and things like that. We're able to make judgments, and we all do it. Like. It's just reality. We all do it. And so we, in our initial video, that's all we were doing. We were expressing our concerns based off of our reality, based off of our perspective.
Our experiences,
and again,
our parents' experiences.
Right. So if at any point you feel like we're trying to target you and it's not you, we're not. We're not.
We're literally speaking about our experience.
Our experience. We're not trying to condemn all of...
Nobody has time.
Right, no. We're not trying to condemn whatever, any particular... It's propane tank again. We're not trying to condemn any political party. We're not trying to condemn any people or anything like that.
No.
All we're doing is sharing our thoughts and our experiences and our concerns. You know, and honestly, being willing to share that with you all.
Yeah, being vulnerable. And, and I feel like that's just a side note. I feel like that's why people are afraid to share their personal experiences because people bully them into either groupthink or making them feel like trash because they think a certain way. The truth of the matter is that because I'm a Christian, because I'm a follower of Jesus Christ, like, I'm not supposed to look at you based on your political party anyway. Nor your skin color. Nor your, you know what I'm saying, whether you're liberal or conservative, who cares? Whether you watch Fox News or not, like, who cares? At the end of the day, it's about your soul. It's about me loving you. Like, because the thing is, I'm friends with people who don't even believe in Jesus. And I love them. You know what I'm saying? Like, so for me to tear someone down based on their experiences with, like, the color of their skin is so silly. You know what I'm saying? How dare I? But yeah, I just kind of, that's kind of to the, like, political thing. Like, I'm not. I don't know. We can have a political conversation, but, like, I'm not finna put my whole being, my whole definition of person, or I'm defined by God, not by political party. You know, none of that stuff. But the truth of the matter is, while I'm here on this earth, I have black skin. You know, and this is my kinky hair. Like, this is my experience. Big nose, big lips. Like, this is my experience while I'm here on earth. And for other people, there are other experiences. I don't know what that's like, but all I can speak to is to my experience and to people who experience life like I do. So if it doesn't, if you can't relate, you can't relate, sis or bro. Like, and it's fine. I don't say that like in a mean way. It's fine. But don't tear nobody else down just because y'all disagree. It's that's like schoolyard stuff. What?
But I guess we should wrap up this video.
Sorry, y'all.
We've been talking for a little
bit.
We
can go. I can go.
But yeah, we just wanted to share that with you guys. But thanks again, always, to the people who watch and comment and support us in that way. So
we love you. And even the people that might comment negatively or thumbs down this joint, we still love you. It's okay. You don't have to. It's okay. We will survive. We'll be fine. I just hope that this actually, for those who might disagree, might feel uncomfortable about the situation. Instead of firstly, like, being, like, on defense, maybe try to open your mind more to other people's experiences and their opinions and their points of views, because you can learn a lot. You can learn a lot by not closing yourself off. Even things that I don't agree with, I still consider. You know what I mean? And it doesn't mean you have to automatically agree with them. But again, I'm not going to tell nobody I don't agree with your experience, because it's like, it's your experience. Anyhow.
But thanks again, guys, for watching.
Thank you.
Another video. Please, if you're interested, subscribe, like, hit the alert bell, and share with a friend. But thanks again, guys, for supporting the adventures of Fox and Miles.
Go ahead. If you have any questions or if nothing makes sense to you, leave a comment and ask. We'll follow up. Or if something wasn't clear, if we rambled a lot this video. So sorry, we don't have bullet points or nothing.
Nah, we're just shooting from the hip. But also, oh gosh, you can go to our website too, Fox and Miles.com if you want to shoot us a message or something like that. Yeah. But until next time, guys.
Oh yeah, and I'll be posting. Sorry, on the website, I'll be posting more pictures of our trips too. So now that I'm actually editing them, I'm telling y'all, we behind. We trying.
We're trying to catch up on a lot of stuff.
So I'll be posting pictures from our travels and stuff like that. And I also soon I want to be able to share information on Black businesses and stuff like that to visit and the places that we're going, because I think that's really important to support Black people.
Yeah. So thanks again, guys. Until next time. See ya.